I have a problem. I hate people. I mean, people are stupid. People are very annoying sometimes. Sometimes people get on my nerve. I rarely ever actually get mad. I just get very annoyed sometimes. I hate it when people use the phrase, water isn't wet. I hate it so much that I decided to spend 10 hours of my life scientifically disproving this stupid piece of garbage.
By the way, I am an extremely small channel, so it'd be very nice of you if you could nudge the algorithm a little bit by subscribing. Thanks. Wet. Adjective. Covered or saturated with water or another liquid. Or verb. To cover or touch with liquid. Moisten. I'm just gonna assume that they meant the adjective because of the rest of the sentence. Anyway, for everyone who uses that phrase, I got a question for you. Is it wet now? Technically, it 100% is wet because it has water applied to it. Also, even just water alone, like this, without putting any extra water in it, is wet because it has a percent of the water that is, in fact, touching the rest of the water. But what if it's only one molecule of water, you may ask? It doesn't matter how little the water is, there can always be a fraction of the amount. Keep in mind that all of this, explaining why, is just by the definition. In my common sense, I would say it's wet just because it's water.
Kind of like how fire is hot.
The thing that annoys me most about all of this is that people just bring it randomly in conversation to sound smart, like they're thinking outside the box, but in reality they're just having a hard time seeing what's should be noticeably there, just to argue.
You know, I feel like I'm not really getting through to you, even though I spent a whole day in time lapse explaining some stranger on the internet's reasoning for believing what he believes. The main argument supporting that water is not wet is comparing it to fire and how technically fire is not burning or on fire. The only problem with that is that they aren't similar enough for you to compare them. Alright, imagine a parallel universe where fire is flammable. Man, that'd be terrible. It's just everywhere, there's just fire because it's on itself, completely expanding because it's setting itself on fire. Doesn't matter. If we lived in that universe, the average civilian would say that water in itself is actually wet because fire in and of itself is actually flammable and can burn. It is burning. It's like saying a rock can melt because cheese can melt. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, what I'm trying to say to you is that a fire burning and water being wet is two completely unrelated things. You see how there is different answers for water being wet between the universes, even though that water is the same in our universe as in their universe? You know, I've used a lot of metaphors in this video, and the last one I want to use for it is this. If someone likes pants more than likes shorts, and this other person likes shorts more than pants, and the person who likes shorts thinks that the person who likes pants is wrong because he likes pants and shorts are obviously better. If the person who likes shorts tries to tell the person who likes pants that he's wrong and explain all of his reasoning to him, he won't like shorts any better than what he did before. So basically, in this video, I'm trying to explain that water is actually wet, but I can't change anyone's mind. I'm just here to say mine. It's completely okay if you think water is wet, but you don't always need to bring it up in conversations. We already know your stance. You know, I just want to end this video on this. I think this is kind of stupid. If you look at it, it says, water is an adjective used to describe something that is usually dry. So since water is not usually dry, water is not wet. But if it's not usually dry, then what is it? Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you think that water is not wet, then please tell me in the comments. Maybe you'll have some better reasoning than what I've heard. Also, I know that there was a lot of lack of animation in this video, but trust me, next month there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of good juicers. Stay tuned. Anyway, bye. Thanks. And remember, don't be stupid.